Hi Aries, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another you versus them. Aries, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Aries, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. Aries spirit. Alright, Aries newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Aries, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have a Ten of Wands in reverse. So somebody feels that the other person has totally given up on them. Maybe this person was very stubborn, egoistic, but right now this person feels they've lost their power. They've lost their power. They feel, even though they want to come back, they want to speak their truth, they are scared that maybe this connection is already over. They're sitting in a little bit of lack mentality, feeling, the lack of love in their life, feeling a void in their heart. But it's like, can I take the stress of going and telling them now? The other person says, yeah, they are right. They never invested when the time was right. They never offered me anything. I don't think they ever wanted a happily ever after with me because they were playing mind games with me. They made me feel as if I was not good enough for them. They were into third parties and they made me feel like an option. I caught them lying to me. And yes, I am angry and upset with them. I am upset with them. So let's see what's going to happen, Aries. I'm going to clarify these cards for you. But before that, let's ask the universe. Spirit, what's going on in this connection between Aries and their person? Why are they both feeling this way currently? Aries and their person, Spirit. Aries and their person. All right, the first card here, Aries says longing. Someone is yearning and desiring you. Second one says fate. This connection is fated or destined. So you guys had to come in contact with each other because this was fate. It was designed that way to teach maybe both of you some lessons or something. The third one says intimacy. Somebody wants to be intimately close physically or emotionally or both. I don't know. So let's see. Let's start with some dialogue message cards here, Aries. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Aries and their person, Spirit. Aries and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Aries and their person. All right. Let's take a few more from another deck, Aries. Aries and their person, Spirit. Okay, and I'll take a few more from a third deck, Aries, and then we'll start the reading. Aries and their person, Spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Aries, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. All right, so the first card here says, in spite of how things turned out in the end, I don't regret loving you. But my love for you never goes away. You deserved someone better than me. I'm so sorry for taking you for granted. One day I believe we will be together again. I want to fight for this connection, but I just don't know how. I seek strength and courage. There is no good reason for the way I acted. I wish I can apologize. I struggle with love and expressing it. It just does not come easy for me. I'm trying to be the person that you see me to be. I never thought I could be that person. Telling you that I need you now will be the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. Do you really believe I'm the one for you? When I thought about how badly I hurt you, I literally cried. Alright, so these were some of your messages, Aries. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. Let's focus on my left side first, which is person A for me. The other side is person B for me. The reason I'm not guessing which side Aries is because I could be dealing with two Aries on either side. But if this is your reading and you've been resonating till now, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, it can be, a non-romantic connection like a relative or a best friend. So please use your own judgment here. All right, so person A, let's start with you. How are you feeling currently? Why the Emperor in reverse? See this, they feel they've lost their power. This person is full of regret and sadness and sorrow. Maybe this person was very stubborn and pig-headed in the past, and they thought they had all the control, or they were pretending to be somebody they were not. This person has recognized the truth is out. I mean, even to their own mind, as to why did I behave like that. There's a lot of sadness, lot of regret. Yes, this person has had a lot of time to reflect on why the other person has turned their back on them. What's the High Priestess in reverse? Person A? This person was behaving a bit selfishly. I think they were only thinking about themselves and not about the connection. But this card came out sideways. I think this person is changing their view now. Why? Because they've recognized this connection to be a soulmate bond. Now they recognize, this was my gift from the universe. We could have had it all. I should have given my cup to them. They were giving their cup to me. We could have had a happily ever after, a successful connection. But what did I do? Something they did which ended the connection. Now they are scared to take action. They're very, very scared because they feel they lost their power. Okay, tell me, why do you feel you lost your power, person A? Eight of Swords in reverse. What's the Eight of Swords in reverse? See, I told you, Emperor in reverse again. So this person maybe didn't want to get stuck in a connection, even though I think they recognized the connection. In the past, they did get that pull towards the other person to say, this is your soulmate, we're giving you a soulmate. But I think this person was very, very stubborn. They thought, no, I'm not going to get stuck in a connection right now. Maybe I'm not ready. This is not the right time. Then what happened? Yeah, they didn't want to get stuck. That's all they're saying. They didn't want to get stuck. They didn't want to get trapped in another connection or something. They behaved like very egoistically or with a lot of pride. And they didn't move at all. Ended up, whatever decision this person made, they ended up really, really hurting the other person. They disrespected the other person. Now they're not sure if the other person even wants them back. Whatever choice or decision this person made, I think put a standstill to this connection, and they are now realizing why, and they are devastated. They're realizing it's their ego, it's their pride, which took away, I think, their person who they now see as their star, as their, wish come true, as their soulmate, who they do want to return back to. Six of Cups, yeah. See, now they're sitting here. Now they have all those other options, but none of them are like, when you meet a soulmate, then nobody else compares, right? So they met a soulmate, I think, but they were too stubborn to, get into the connection, or they could have hurt their person or something. And now it's like, I wish I had taken that cup. I miss them. I long for them. I yearn for them. All they can do is think. Their future looks pretty barren right now. And all they can think about is, that was the person I should have committed to or given an offer to. What a wonderful life partner they would have made. Yes, this person has come to the clarity that it is the other person who they should have or still want commitment with. But they are scared to take action, Aries. This person feels, I don't know, maybe it's too late, I've lost my person. So, but what they're doing is now they're manifesting. They're manifesting, maybe sending energetic signals to the other person that, I want a happily ever after. I wish I can be in a long-term commitment with you. You are my soulmate. So tell me then, how do you see the connection currently then? How do you see person B? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they feel they've destroyed this soulmate bond. They didn't put in the work. Now they feel it's over. They've lost out on a wonderful connection, which is a once in a lifetime soulmate bond. I mean, they had it in the palm of their hand. They had this connection at the palm of their hand and they never saw it. Now they're realizing it because now there's a lack of love in their life. This person is feeling void, they're feeling the lack of love, King of Cups, and realizing what a wrong choice they made. Yeah, they made a wrong choice and now they feel that the other person has given up on them or maybe moved on without them, or if they were to go back and try and make things right, they'd have the door slammed on their face. Maybe the chapter is shut down. It's almost like they're being told that, hey, we sent you a soulmate, you didn't take the offer, so it's over. So now they're longing, I guess. So will you take any action to rectify things, person A? This is your action card, which I'll open later. Right now I'm going to go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling right now then? What's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse for you? Yeah, person B is calling judgment. They are calling judgment and saying, well, they never invested. They never invested when the time was right. This is what they gave me, so little. Right? So person B says then, well, I used my own intuition and I realized that maybe I should put my focus elsewhere. Maybe I should not expect anything from this person because they are not ready. They don't see me as a life partner. They don't see a long-term commitment with me. Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I think person B tried. They did try, but then they got exhausted, they got tired, they're on the verge of giving up, or maybe they have already, I don't know, because I think I think person B is just very upset and angry right now. I think they were hoping, somewhere in their being, they were hoping that, maybe, they will come back or they will invest, maybe we can rebuild, maybe I can give them a second chance to prove themselves. But I feel at this point, at this moment here, when I'm doing the reading, they are feeling that no, they are never going to step up. They'll never speak up. They're a narcissist. They just want control. They are rude and mean, and they don't speak their truth. How can this be my soulmate? How can this be my soulmate when all they're doing is playing mind games with me and making me feel I'm not good enough for them, treating me like I'm just an option in their life? How can this be my soulmates, Omkaratarot? Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. What did they do? One more. Yeah, I think person B did kind of feel... They did feel that this connection could have gone the long haul, but they maybe found out something. Maybe they found out something about person A. Maybe they caught them lying or cheating or something, and something snapped inside person B. And that's when they lost their trust. It's like, I've lost my trust in you. I'm angry with you. I'm cutting you out of my life. I'm not going to put even one iota of work into this connection anymore. Why? Because person B says they made me feel lack. They left me out in the cold. They didn't put the energy. They didn't put the effort. I waited for a bit, but then I said, enough. I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm going to choose another direction. I'm not going to be an option in somebody's life. I'm going to put a halt to this connection here and now, Omkaratarot, and move towards something else which makes me happy. Right? So person B may have gone through a bit of stressful time in this connection where they may have overgiven and they feel that their love got taken for granted. They could have gotten depleted of all the energy they had inside of me until they took a call to say, enough is enough. I'm not going to now talk to this person anymore. I can't take the stress and anxiety anymore. And they could have gone absolutely silent. Right? So tell me then, person B, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Seven of Swords in reverse. Like I said, I think person B, I think pulled back their energy. Yeah, they totally pulled back their energy after they found out something. After maybe they felt that their person was lying to them, cheating on them, ghosting them. I mean, they realized that they were the only ones carrying all the emotional weight on their shoulders. And that's when something snapped inside of them and they just took their power back. They felt that their person didn't love them or was just playing hot and cold, just keeping them emotionally stuck with offering nothing. So person B says, I saw through all their games and I cut them out. So I think person B is angry. Queen of Wands in reverse again. What's the Queen of Wands in reverse? Why are you angry, person B? Because they feel that their person lied to them, cheated on them. Same card again, made some very unwise and foolish choices. I think brought a lot of instability into person B's well-being. That's, I think, the reason why I think they've pulled their energy back. Okay, so let's see what actions you guys will take then. I'm going to take another deck for this one, Aries. And if the storyline has made any sense, do let me know. You can do that by tapping on the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment. That'll be great. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. Alright, so person A, let's start with you. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life. I know you still want this connection. You're sitting in a lot of regret. You've recognized the connection now. So are you going to take any action towards person B in the next 7 days? Person A's action. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Is that you having made up your mind? Or do you feel you've been dropped now? What's that? Two of Pentacles. 5 of Cups, Justice, 10 of Swords. This person is having a big pity party, not a small one. They feel they've been dropped. This person is sitting in regret and sadness and sorrow and feeling very, very sorry for themselves, feeling that, yeah, you know, I deserve this karma. This is justice being delivered to me. They are going through it. This person is going through the dark night of the soul. 10 swords now. Right? So this person is really feeling that it's too late, they have been dropped now. Why? Because they feel the other person has now emotionally walked away from them. They feel, you know, they're not invested in me anymore after what I did to them. They're not going to have any emotions left for me now. So this person is having a huge pity party, not, like I said, a small one. And they are feeling sorry also because I think now they've recognized the connection. Now they want to step up. Now they want to offer everything. But they're seeing their own past behavior. It's like, I would drop myself. That's what they're telling me. After the way I treated them, that was not the right thing to do. This is my karma for the way I treated them. Okay, so person B, what about you? Action from your end towards person A or otherwise in your own life in the next 7 days. 9 of Swords in reverse. Person B says, I was carrying those 10 wands. I'm dropping them and that releases me of all my stress and anxiety and sleepless nights and nightmares about what they are up to. Where are they? Are they going to come back? Okay, tell me about the 9 of Swords in reverse. What's the 9 of Swords? No more sleepless nights for you, it seems. Why the 9 of Swords in reverse? I think energetically, maybe person A is picking up on that energy that person B is not stressing on me anymore. So it's over. I've lost them. They've dropped me. Yeah, person B says the reason I got out of my stress and anxiety, Omkaratarot, is because I realized that this person is just a player. They're immature, they're a player, they're just in and out of people's life, they just want to have fun. And look at me here. Like, where is the match? I'm ready for something long-term. I want fertility, growth, abundance, and I'm calling in wonderful things into my life. Right now, I'm focusing on my well-being and giving all that lovely love to myself and filling my own cup and moving towards my own victory and success. So, person B seems to have turned their pain into power right now. They're looking at new options from what I feel. And because I think person B has stopped waiting or stopped stressing, energetically, I think person A is getting that vibe that, oh my God, it's too late. It's too late, you know. They'll never want me back. So tell me about the 10 of Wands in reverse, overall energy. I think they do want to rebuild because the Tower in reverse is here as well. But they're scared to face person B. 10 of Wands in reverse, Spirit. Ten of Wands in reverse as the overall energy for Aries reading today. Devil, the Lovers, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, person B is the one I think who's dropping this connection because they felt it was getting a bit toxic. It was getting toxic. They never made up their mind. They never chose me. So I have learned, Omkaratarot, my lesson was to, look for the red flags and protect my energy. So that's what I'm doing. And that's what I have for you, Aries. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.